Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I'm gonna have to do this intro super quickly because I've had to switch my fan off. I've done this video as a voiceover because it's so hot here. I couldn't do makeup underneath all the studio lighting without a fan. So this is a voiceover, but it's just me playing with makeup. It's a new makeup. It's makeup that I received in my PR. It's makeup that I just wanted to try out. And I wasn't even going to film it, but I thought, you know what, I'll just film it. Maybe it'll come out nice, maybe it won't, I don't know. But I actually really like the end result. Let me know your thoughts down below. But if you want to see what I used and how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're going to start off just with a fresh base. Nothing on the skin. I'm actually using this gel mask which I popped in the fridge and it's just cooled down my skin because it's been super hot. Then I'm going to use the Benefit That Girl primer and it comes out more pinkish, so you only need a little bit. We're going to prime the skin and then move on to foundation. I'm using the Smashbox NARS and the NARS Liquid Illuminator, popping it onto my Primark Petri dish mixing palette, and then I'm going to pop this all over the skin. Now you can see how I love mixing foundations. If you followed me for a while, I mix quite a few, and I love mixing the illuminator drops into it because it gives you that dewy finish. But I love doing this because it just gives me like the perfect skin match. Then I'm going to use my Cover FX Power Play Concealer, and all the shades and everything will be written down below. I'm going to pop this underneath my eyes, and then with a beauty blender I'm just going to bounce this underneath my eyes to blend this bad boy out. It's got really good coverage, as you can see. Next, I'm going to move on to the Kevyn. This is a Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX10. I haven't picked this up in a while, but I absolutely love it. You'll see when I blend it out, it's just incredible. So I'm going to pop it underneath my eyes and then down the center of the face as well. I love this shade of it too. It's kind of like a, I want to say like a beige, but then like a yellow undertone. And it's just really beautiful blurring. Like, it's like a blurring effect, which I love. So I'm going to blend this out. You want to blend it out quite a lot and keep bouncing the beauty blender because it's like a creamy formula, which means it's super thick, and it just needs to really be blended out correctly, else it will look super cakey on the skin. So just blend that in to your foundation. Now I'm going to move on to bronzer, and I've got the Huda Beauty Tantour. This is in the shade medium. Now these shades really caught me off guard because I found them to be quite heavily dark. In terms of the light was dark for me, and I was using the light, but I felt like the medium would give me more of that kind of reddish undertone that I like. But afterwards, when I blended it out, it actually looks beautiful. They blend out seamlessly and you can build on them. They're just super pigmented, so just be careful of that. But I really like the natural finish of the cream contour in the end, which is so funny because I always associate cream contour with being a little bit heavier. But it did give me a really nice natural bronze, as you can see, and I did this down the sides of my nose as well. For brows, I'm going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade number 5, and I've been trying not to put too much through my brows recently, if you guys have noticed. Just doing the top and the bottom, and then just flicking, doing like little faux brow hair strokes, and then I'm going to set with the 24-hour brow setter. This is my go-to. Like, I don't really steer away from that, so that's what it is for brows. Then using the Givenchy Prisme Libre, I'm going to wipe the excess off on the back of, well, on the palm of my hand. I find like this distributes the powder really well, and I learned this off Alice T on Instagram and YouTube. And then I'm just going to bake, kind of faux bake, but press this in to really, guys, everywhere that I need to. So my forehead, underneath my eyes, and then my cheekbone area as well. I'm going to go on top of this with my Too Faced powder in Sand. The reason why I do this, I get a lot of questions, is just to brighten up my under eye area, and that is mainly why I do it. And then just down the sides, if you really want to create a sharp contour, it depends on what effect you're going for. It's not as super natural when you do it on your contour, but do it if you want it to be sharp. Then I'm going to use this bronzer. Again, I'll leave the link for it down below. And I'm just going to bronze up the areas where it looks a bit too harsh. Just trying to kind of take that away. I don't want it to be too strong and like a solid line. So I like to just go over this area and really buff it out. As you can see, I do it quite a few times. And then I'll go over with my beauty blender because I found that I just wanted to tone it down. This is perfect to do with the powder, just to tone down. For blush, I'm going to use the Kat Von D blush. I'm going to pop this onto the apples of my cheeks. I like to tend to smile as well when I do this, so I pop it on the apples of the cheeks and then draw it right up to the temple area. And I like to take it down the middle of the nose or the bridge of the nose. And then I'm just going to spray with the Jake Jamie setting spray. I'm going to be using this palette by Colourpop. It's called Orange You Glad. And do you know what? This palette is amazing. If I was to bring out an eyeshadow palette, the colours and the shades would be very similar. It's super, super pigmented. So I'm going to take the lighter orange and pop it in the crease. I love warm tones. I love oranges on the eyes, especially on a tan and dark skin. I think orange looks absolutely beautiful. It also looks beautiful if you're wearing khaki or green, or if you've got like greenish eyes, it looks stunning as well. So I'm going to pop that in the crease and then pop that just on my lower lash line as well. Then I'm going to take this center colour, which is Icon. It's got big glitters, small glitters, and it's kind of like an iridescent warm shade. You can see it right here. It's like holographic as well. And I'm just going to pop that on the lid. Now, I'm not using any other shades really. This look speaks for itself. I just wanted to try out the palette because I got it in my PR packaging, and well, my PR, and I wanted to just try it out, but it did not fail on me. It's absolutely incredible. I love the pigment and the color payoff on it. And I popped this on the eyes and I feel like that's all I needed. I didn't need too much. Then I'm going to move on to doing a little bit of liner because I know I'm going to be wearing lashes. So just a little bit of liner just to thicken my top lash line up. And for highlighter, I'm going to use the Doll Beauty highlighter in Shine Bright. I'm going to pop it on my brow bone, and then of course I'm going to do it in my inner corner. It's like my staple. I love doing inner corner highlighter. I just feel like it brings the whole eye look together. And then just taking a bit on the center of my nose, and also on the cheekbones, which I love. You can see this highlighter is just beautiful. It's not got flecks of glitter in, it just looks wet, which is what I prefer. And the more you buff it, the nicer it looks. So I'm just going to go over with my blush brush. If you go too far with your highlighter, just take your blush or your bronzer and go over the top. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang, and I'm going to just coat my lashes, and then I'm using the Unicorn Cosmetics Insta Famous Lashes in, I can't remember what style, but I'll leave it down below. I feel like they went nicely with the look because you can still see the glitter, but I think in reality they were a little bit too natural for me. Anyways, I'm just going to use a Primark brown lip liner just to line my lips. I love this lip liner. They don't sell it anymore, but any brown lip liner will do. And then I'm using e.l.f. Cosmetics Juicy Gloss in Cherry Pop. And I'm going to pop this all over the lip. It just gives you like that kind of subtle reddish tint, which I love. Then I'm going to take the Jake Jamie spray again and spray this all over, and it smells absolutely divine. Let my hair out, and that is it, guys. Hope you really enjoyed it. Just keep on watching for my outro. Okay guys, and that is it. I'm not going to lie to you, I am sweating, so I'm going to go ahead and switch my fan back on. Let me know what you thought of this look down below. I absolutely love it. I think that Colourpop eyeshadow palette is to die for. Like, I love the eyes. I think they're super me. Like, they're warm, they're sparkly, they're just so nice. And you can wear them in the day or the night, I feel like, anyway. So that concludes this makeup look. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link for it down below. And I love you guys so very much. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.